friends, I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and I'm coming to you live today to talk about Paper Pumpkin, the Beyond the Horizon Paper Pumpkin March 2022 Paper Pumpkin Kit. So if you happen to be catching me live here, come on in and say hello and let me know that you're here, and let me know, okay? Let me know where you're coming from and where you're viewing from, and so on, okay? So again, I'm Nancy Thompson, and I have a bonus card kit that I created using the Celebration Time stamp set. Let me get the glare out of there. That's included with the March 2022 Paper Pumpkin Kit, Beyond the Horizon. And it comes in this beautiful box here. It's just a fabulous set of cards. So let me show you what the cards are that come in the kit. Okay, so let's take a peek of the kit itself. So this is our Paper Pumpkin, and it came a few weeks ago. And I've already put the 9 cards that are included in this kit together. Okay, the kit always comes with a set of instructions, and you get all the supplies to make your cards. This month included was the Misty Moonlight ink spot. Okay, and of course there is some extra ribbon that's still left from this kit here, and you have there's some gems as well, and your adhesives. They always include some type of mini glue dots. Okay, I see Mary Pat's joining in. Hello, Mary Pat. She's a Paper Pumpkin lover. So let's look at the cards that are in this kit. So here is one of there's 3 designs. So here is one of the designs right here. So it's a fabulous little, makes a great note card that's good for any male or female. This is a great thinking of you. And of course, you can easily change the greetings out if you do not like them. And then we have a thanks card here as well. So these are really great guy cards, I think. And then there are fabulous pre-printed envelopes that coordinate with your cards, and they're already designed for you. Okay, so those are the 9 cards in the kit. For this month, I'm offering a alternative. So it's a set of 4 cards, and all the supplies are cut and ready for you to create using the Celebration Time stamp set. Okay, this is a bonus set that's included in that Horizon kit. And because it's Paper Pumpkin's birthday, I want to say it's their 6th or their 8th, one of the 2. So they always like to have something extra in there to celebrate their birthday. Okay, so and of course you get your Beyond the Horizon stamp set as well. So let's look at that. You can see the stamp set here. Okay, and then here's the Celebrate one right there. Okay, so this is a huge set that's a bonus one. There's great words in here. Celebrate, best wishes, excuse me, time to celebrate, and sending you birthday wishes as well. Okay, and of course this one that's in the kit, thinking of you, hello, thanks, a little note, congratulations, I'll always be there for you. So just very versatile. So as a special bonus, I have this 4 card kit that's available, and you can check all the details out on my website at createwithnancy.com. And I'm going to leave some details in the post here afterwards, okay? And what you're going to get the supply kit of 4 cards, plus you're going to get your stamp printout for this stamp case. You're going to get these 2 stamp cases so you can have something to store your stamps in when you're all done with the kit. Okay, all right, so let's look at the cards that are included in my bonus kit that I'm offering. Okay, this is how your kit comes. You have ribbon, and You have your ribbon, you've got your cardstock. Let me grab this other piece of ribbon here. You've got some, I've included some rhinestones, okay, because I used rhinestones on my cards. We've got some card supplies here. So on the back, these two basic white pieces that are behind the envelope, this is your scrap that you're going to use to stamp your flowers that we're going to use on our cards, okay? And then everything else is kind of layered up with the cards. So we have the supplies for the first two set of cards here, and then supplies for the next two set of cards, okay? And I've already pre-scored everything for you, so a lot of the work is done. Okay, so let's let me move this out of the way and this. Okay, so let's start with our first two cards. Okay, so I'm only going to demonstrate one. We're going to do this this Fresh Freesia color scheme here, because these are both are done the same way. And let me just get these a little bit closer. Okay, we are using the yeah, it's in the mini catalog, Heart and Home designer paper with these cards. Okay, we got cute little bumblebees here. So my color schemes, now it took me a while to kind of figure out how I wanted to do it. So I just kind of played around a little bit, mix and matching. Sometimes I used the same colors, and I stamped off, so I had a lighter color underneath. And then I use Full Strength for the outline. But I kind of just play around with my color schemes, and I don't mind kind of keeping, you can always like pop your other ideas. I like to sometimes pop it into my stamp case. So I don't have to think about it again when I want to go use this. I write down what colors I've used, which one's on the bottom layer, and which one's on the top layer. So play around with your color schemes as well. You might want to use two, or for that two-tone, you know, using one color, just stamp off and then do Full Strength for the next layer. Okay, so let me grab a sheet of grid paper here. I forgot to grab this ahead of time, so we just don't keep our space dirty. Okay, all right, so what are we starting with here? So, yeah, I thought I had, do I have scrap here? I thought I did. Okay, we're going to pretend this is our scrap because I've already pre-cut it out, all right? So, so we're going to start with Fresh Freesia. We're going to start with the solid image. You always start with your solid image first because this is two-step stamping. I feel like I just got ink all over my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up, and you might always want to just try ahead of time on some scrap paper to see what strength you want your bottom part to be, okay? So I personally like this strength because we'll just practice with Full Strength here, and then you can see why. When you do Full Strength on this one, you really can't see the outline of the flower like you can with this one, okay? Leave that a little bit closer. Can you see the difference there? So, so you can definitely see the difference. Okay, so, so let's do this one more time. So we're gonna stamp off, and then we're gonna stamp here, okay? And then we're going to do Full Strength with this one right there. Okay, and then we got our beautiful flower images, so you can see the highlights from that stamp set. Okay, so, and the same with, let's see, and then I took, you can decide, there's like this kind of outline, this image here. I think I'm going to just only put that in the center of my flower. There is a solid one if you wanted to. You could stamp off. So you've got your solid one there, and then stamp this over top. So that way you get a little bit of highlight underneath. So totally your call on that part. Okay, so we're done with the Fresh Freesia. So then I took and I put all my leaves on one block, okay? And you could easily do this. So you can stamp, and then actually I stamped it twice. So that way I would have 2 sets. And I like because this is a distinctive stamp. So it kind of gives you that automatic shading on your leaves, okay? So I would suggest 2 sets of leaves for each card, okay? And hopefully there's enough scrap there for you to do it. And by the magic of TV, I've already got my stuff all pre-cut for us, okay? Fussy cut and done. So I did a flower like this, okay? That's got that attached. And then I have cut out a separate flower as well. All right, so let's put this card together. So we're going to start out with, so this is the Heart and Home designer paper. So I've got this design here, and it's totally up to you how you cut your this paper. If you have this at home and want to make more of these, whether you want your wood grain going this way, but I'm going to go up and down because this card had it going landscape wise. So let's see what the portrait way looks like. I was wondering if we would see the wood a little bit better. Okay, so we're layering it onto a piece of fresh freesia, and then let's build up our flowers here. So let's see, I kind of had like this going. You know what, let's do the greeting first, okay? So I have a strip of basic white cardstock, and I've already flagged the end, okay? And I forgot to grab a block for the greeting here. Let me grab a block here. I think I can grab this, and I need to grab, let's do the word celebrate, okay? Here we go. Lots of times it's kind of always good with photopolymer, just kind of throw it down on your table and then grab it, because then it kind of forms to the true shape of your stamp, okay? Because photopolymers, they can kind of like shift, and you know, you can bend them. All right, so let's stamp the word celebrate, okay? The reason why I flag it first, because then I kind of know where I want my words to end, okay? So we've got our celebrate, and I'm going to, yeah, what am I going to do, Nancy? Because we need to trim some of this off, because this is kind of big. I'm going to grab my trimmer here, okay? So I'm going to trim this off so there's not so much on here, because I don't want it too long, okay? All right, so we've got that. And then the same with this. I'm going to, so I flagged it with this Banner Pick-a-Punch, okay? And these are 1-inch strips. And I'm gonna just flag my end. And you could, obviously, if you don't have a punch, you could do this with scissors. The Taylor Tag Punch works really great with this too. So this is a little bit long, so I'm going to trim this again as well. Let's see, probably like 3.5. Is that going to be enough? I'm going to just we're kind of winging this here a little bit. Okay, that looks good. So it took about 1/4 of an inch off. All right, so let's add this on first. I got ribbon sticking to me. Hang on. Here we go. We're going to put this kind of towards the bottom, okay? And I'm lining up the edge with my designer paper here, all right? And then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of this. So let's add some dimensionals. And let's do this and this. So if you're joining it, just recently joining in, don't be afraid to say hello, say hi in the comments to let me know you're joining in. Are you a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, or is stamping totally new to you? So let's take these dimensionals off, and we're gonna just kind of bring this up. Yeah, where do we want this? Right about there, okay? Just so it kind of highlights it a little bit, all right? Okay, now we can work on our flower. So I'm gonna just kind of get a feel as to where I want my big flower to be, okay? And we've got our leaves all cut out here. And so I think what I want is kind of like, and I would like, you know, just kind of get a feel where you want your leaves to be, all right? Where on which indentation of the flower you would like. So I know I want some there, so I'm gonna just, you could use any type of adhesive you want. You could even use a glue dot if that's your choice as well, okay? Glue dots work great. I'm gonna just use, it might be a little less messy because you can see I just got glue all over my fingers, all right? So just whatever you think looks great for how far out you want your leaves to be. And I know I'm gonna put some over here as well. Let's use a little less glue this time. And if I can pick these up, okay, here we go. And then put another one right there. Hopefully that sticks. I think we got to put a little bit more glue here. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm looking to see if there's any comments. So, let's see. Okay. All right, so we've got half of our flower done. So we're gonna add, let me get rid of the glue off my fingers. Let's add some dimensionals to the back of this, and you can always like catch your dimensionals too, where you added these leaves on a little bit to make sure they kind of stay in place, okay? Let's see, let's do another one here and another one here. There. All right, so let's do this. And let's add this in. Now we've got this flower left. Let's see, where do I want these leaves? Let's put some leaves over here. So we're gonna just do this one stem, so they kind of like go in between. Now we're going to add some more dimensionals with this here, dimensional there. I could get away with probably one, but I just wanted to make sure I caught those leaves. Okay. So we're just kind of overlap our flower there a little bit, okay? All right, now let's put this on our card base. We're gonna add it to a piece of thick, basic white cardstock. Okay, I like using thick cardstock for the bases. It just gives it a little bit more more stability, I think. Okay, so let's, I've already pre-scored this. Let's still take a bone folder to it to burnish that line a little bit more, and we will add that on. So I've already pre-tied a bow, so we're with the Fresh Freesia ribbon here. So let's add that with a mini glue dot. 2. I think I'm going to go with 2. Make sure they're tucked out of the way. And let's just tuck this over here. Okay. Put that on. And then let's finish up with some rhinestones. Okay. Let's see. I got those. I'm going to put those back in the kit. So let's add some rhinestones. Rhinestones are always a must-have because pretty much they will go with just about anything, I think. Let's see, let's go with one down here and maybe another one over here, and another one up here. Okay, so we've got some gorgeous rhinestones. I was looking for that piece of scrap because I want to cut out an extra flower here, okay? Because I cut out two, I have those set of extra leaves there. So let's just cut this out and add it to the inside of our card, okay? And you could easily use maybe the edge of your stamp, but I kind of like just adding this separately because it just gives it a little bit more height again as well. So let's add some glue here, and let's put our leaf on there. Give that just a second. Okay, and got enough glue here, Nancy. Okay, so let's just add it to the inside. Lots of times I leave the words blank because I just like to wait until I know who I'm going to send it to personalize it. So that just adds a little bit of extra embellishment to your card, okay? All right, so there's card number one, of course. Then you can add some designer paper to your envelope flap. That's included in your kit as well. So as I said, you've got, this is the first two cards that are included in that bonus card kit that I'm offering with the Horizon, Beyond the Horizon Paper Pumpkin. So let's go on to our next set of cards. Okay, this one is right here. Very similar, okay, but totally different. And I need a blending brush. So this one, I use the blending brush. I forgot to tell you. So this one here, I use Pale Papaya ink. And if you really wanted to make your highlights brighter, you could do it with pumpkin pie, I think, would pair well with that, okay? So these colors we're using is Flirty Flamingo and Real Red is what I did with my flowers here, okay? The Flirty Flamingo just really pops, okay? All right, so, so let's start with our words first, okay? And let's see here. What did I do with that stamp set? Here we go. We're going to use Thinking of You, okay, on this one. It's always good to have some Thinking of Yous on hand. So when you need to send out a quick card to someone, it's easy to do. Okay, we're going to go, and it's always helpful to kind of like, you know, whatever you're stamping on is kind of straight too. I think it helps with getting straight words as well. Okay, we are going to go, I don't know, just up a little bit. I want room for that flower to lay and then still have room for my other big bouquet of flowers. Okay, all right, so I've already pre-cut everything. Okay, so we've got these all fussy cut already. So let's go and add our leaves. Okay, I'm just looking at my sample here. So let's kind of put some, let's see, how do we want this? Let's go like this. And then, yeah, how did I do this? We're going to do some here. You know, and as I said, glue dots, you might be your best friend. So it's kind of totally up to you what adhesive you use. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to do some down here. Okay, we're almost done here. This is kind of a cool card. Wait till you see how it's put together. There we go. And then we're going to add dimensionals on the back of this as well. And I'm all glue again. All right, so let's finish up with this glue. Let's get this on, let's get this other set of leaves done because we're going to do, yeah, let's do this. Okay, we are good. So dimensionals. Okay, here we go. Here's the dimensionals right here. So let's add dimensionals. Just to pop this up, adding dimensional just really makes a difference in that layering look. Okay, that's good. Glue everywhere. So we're going to kind of set this down a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to do this one flat. So let's just add a little bit of adhesive there. And we'll add that on there. Isn't that just beautiful? Okay. So now we'll add, I guess that's going to be flat. All right, so how do we get our color on here? We're going to add use a blending brush to get some color onto here. So I used Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so obviously just grab some ink with your brush, and it's always recommended you kind of start off and then work your way on to whatever you want to blend. Okay. So let's pick up a little bit more, and you can really make this as deep or as light. And I'm not being very particular about, you know, having a nice even coat. I think it's kind of okay to have a little bit of, you know, depthness, you know, where it's not all solid. So you get the light and the dark shadings with this. Okay. Can you see that? See how, you know, different that looks? And while we've got it out, do I have that here? Or maybe I don't. I don't. I would just stamp. Okay. So we did a little bit of blending. So now we can add this to our Flirty Flamingo cardstock here. Okay. Let's do this. And this is going to go on flat. And add this here. We're just going to get like a 1/4 inch border all the way around. Okay. And we've got this all set and ready to go. And if you don't own a blending brush, you could obviously use a sponge or a sponge dauber as well to add some color to the background. But I kind of like the color. And this paper is from our In Good Taste designer paper. It's actually on sale. It's retiring. My words are crooked. Oh, well, that's okay. That's what makes it homemade, right? So, so it's retiring right now and is available just for a few more weeks. So, make sure to check out the In Good Taste designer paper. Okay, so we've got a bow. I used the white seam binding ribbon, and here's the glue dots. Okay, so we've got some glue dots. If you're new to my channel, I really encourage you to subscribe because I do a weekly live. And let's see, let's put it here. So every week, you know, there's a new idea that you can watch. Okay, so let's just trim that and that. Actually put the glue dot on the wrong side, but that's okay. And the only bad thing about seam binding, as you can see, it's very staticky, but there's nothing we're going to do about that. Okay, so we've got that trimmed up. So let's add some more rhinestones. Okay, so let's see, I've got a few left on here. Let's finish these up. Okay, so let's put one here and let's go like here and here. I think. There. I think that looks okay. All right, so, and then inside, there's inside piece for the inside, and normally I kind of like leave this blank, especially because it's a thinking of you. I kind of like to leave it blank so I can write a nice long message to someone. All right, so we're gonna just add some cardstock here, and I've got one flower here but no leaves, but that's okay. We will just simply add the flower in here, okay? And I think that will be fine. There we go. All right, so 2 simple and easy card layouts, okay? Let me show you the other color. So one is with Flirty Flamingo, okay, and here's the envelope that I did as well. So I just blended some, before I added this to the envelope flap, I blended my ink on there first, okay? And then we have this one with So Saffron, okay? So kind of 2 different color schemes, but just beautiful anyway. So if you're interested in this bonus kit, there's there's 2 different ways you can receive it. You can visit my website, and here's a host code. Well, actually, no, it's a bonus thing. You go to, it's in the comments, it's createwithnancy.com, and if you check out the Pansy Petal post, it's on from April 14th, I believe, and it has all the details. There's a link there for a, and I should have put it in the comments. Maybe I'll go back and add it in here, but there's a Google form to fill out if you'd like. You can get the kit, the full kit, which is the box, okay, plus the card, the bonus card kit and your 2 stamp cases. That's $35 plus shipping. Or if you only want the kit, the 4 cards and the 2 stamp cases with the printouts, because it has the printout so you can tell what's in your stamps. That is $18, all right? So if you have any questions, feel free to message me, but definitely go to createwithnancy.com for more details. And thank you for watching today, and have a